All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless me here talking real music in real time for some real music fans out there just like you and just like me. All right, so yeah, I'm going to totally focus on great music in this video. First of all, page 99. This whole video is going to be about West Coast music. Now, I love this album and I love their even newer album here, which you should check out. This is For Imagination's Sake. This is their self-titled debut album here. Turn it around. There you go. Kind of looks like the shirt a little bit. Yeah. These guys, they were really nice. They sent me a whole bunch of just cool merch stuff. So I'm very grateful. They have this trifold CD here. Now, on the inner sort of, I guess you call it liner notes or whatever, they go on here to say something really cool. We present these songs as an homage to the greats of the era, including but not limited to. Now, check out this list. This is impressive. Jeff Porcaro, Steve Lukather, Jay Graydon, Richard Page, David Foster, Abe Laboriel, David Hungate, Leland Sklar, Boz Scaggs, Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins, Steve Gadd, Jerry Hay, Greg Phillinganes, Michael Omartian, and Louis Johnson. Just a great list of incredible musicians. And here's the deal about West Coast. It's just better. As much as I'm the melodic rock guy, and I like to talk about melodic rock bands, and I promote a lot of it, I don't know how popular the channel would be if I just switched over to promoting the West Coast side of things. It may be popular because there are all kinds of chat rooms and Facebook groups, and the West Coast genre is just alive and well and seeing a huge resurgence. In Sweden, we've got State Cows, amazing band. But here's the deal, folks. Nothing tops this UK duo, which in my opinion have got this down to a science in a way that's almost scary how good they are. And if you haven't heard them, you need to go check them out. The name, you've probably heard me maybe mention it once or twice on this channel, Young Guns Silver Fox. Okay, now you're thinking to yourself, that's really not a catchy name for a duo. Well, that's what they call themselves. And I think it's truth in advertising. There's a young guy and there's an older guy. Anyway, Young Guns Silver Fox, this is their bio, are musical sorcerers on West End Coast. They've fashioned a fresh and modern sound that summons one of the most vibrant and influential epics in popular music. The 10 songs herein pay homage to the 1970s Los Angeles, a golden age of recording that infused the pop charts and FM airwaves with a blend of soulful voices, immaculate melodies, stellar musicianship, and sophisticated studio technology. The forces behind Young Gun Silver Fox are Andy Platts and Sean Lee. Remember those two guys, Andy Platts and Sean Lee. It was inevitable that two of the UK's most prolific and versatile pop music linguists would one day collaborate on a studio project that crystallized many of their creative strengths. So they're talking about a brand new album, by the way, that these guys just came out with. And it is their best album yet. It is called Ticket to Shangri-La, came out back in October. They had a single from that album that had been out for quite some time called West Side Jet. But every track on this. Now, it's disappointing to me because they only put 10 songs on this, but there's no wasted time. There's no filler here. If you're a West Coast music fan, I can tell you because I've listened to this thing from front to back, all right? Still got it going on, West Side Jet, Tip of the Flame, Rolling Back, Simple Imagination, Lodestar, Winners, Sierra Nights, and Starting Wars, and then Freak Flag is the last track on it. Now, these guys, you might say, this is kind of like the new Steely Dan. I mean, because Steely Dan was about two guys for the most part, and they would bring in all these great musicians. Same with these two guys. It's about them, but they bring in all these great musicians, and the results are stunning. Again, a lot of pages, I would say, in this. Steely Dan, yes, maybe not as quirky, because nothing really is as quirky as Steely Dan when you think about it. And that's because of the songwriting that Becker and Fagen did. They took on some very odd topics, and Fagen's delivery, very distinctive, but also at times very strange. And that's what made Steely Dan very interesting. These guys, I think, are a lot smoother. So probably more like Pages than like Steely Dan, more like Richard Page, who was mentioned on this list. And hence the name of this is Page 99, if you notice, and that's an ode to both Pages and the song 99 by Toto. And it didn't take that long for me to figure that out. Even before I knew those guys, I said, hey, I get it, Page 99, smart. But Young Gun Silver Fox, this is the best West Coast album I've heard, probably, I don't want to say ever, but it's pretty close to ever. I mean, it's way up there. Now, if you had heard these songs on the radio constantly, you'd be in full agreement with me, because every song is superb. And if this did get radio airplay, you would be instantly hooked on this music. So Ticket to Shangri-La, for me, in the year 2022, is the best West Coast album by far. And that's saying a lot, because this is really, really good. For me, it's really good. And I mean, there are other albums out there that I haven't talked about. And I might talk West Coast music more next year, because there's a hardcore following. It's almost a cult following, because it's just such a great genre, and it's music that makes you feel good. It's easy on your ears. Here are the State Cows. I don't have the album yet. Otherwise, I would be showing you the Young Guns Silver Fox CD. I just can't buy everything. I've bought a lot of music this year, and I probably have to tone it down next year, because it's it's dipping into my revenue stream a bit. That's why I need you guys to support the channel. $1 a month, $2 a month. That'll help me continue to bring some of these artists to your attention in a way that's visual. People like to see stuff, even if they don't go out and buy it. They like to look at it and go, oh yeah, okay, Page 99, sure. But Young Guns Silver Fox, absolutely amazing. Ticket to Shangri-La, I can't recommend it enough. Super smooth, super well done. The vocals, everything is just so pristine, and really is at the top of the West Coast music empire, if there is an empire. A heap. It's a top of the heap. That's where it is. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, check out this music, because if we don't, then it's going to go away. There's no reason for a duo from the UK to continue putting music out there if nobody's going to listen to it. You've got to listen to it. You've got to purchase the music from time to time. You got to tell your friends about it. And that's the way we do things, because radio is ridiculous here and pretty much around the world. Radio has given up on stuff like this, which is a shame, because if you're, say, a Steely Dan fan, a Toto fan, a Pages fan, this would be the next generation, and is the next generation of that music moving forward. But we're not getting the support. The artists aren't getting the kind of support they deserve. And people can just stream stuff, which I guess is good, because there's an immediate instant gratification there. But it's really bad for the artist, because the artist doesn't make a living in a way that they quite honestly deserve, because again, you create great art and you should be rewarded financially. And in today's digital world, it's just not happening. All right, people, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.